At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Fields throw here into the hands of Jones. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago. First carry now for David Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off play action, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing, Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mills. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice. He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Trying to find John Mechie, but it'll be 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
They go play action. Mills. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on second down. Fields, flush to his right. He's got Turner. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
To throw, Mills. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Switch, switch, switch.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Here's Fields.
Give me some.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner,
he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Chicago! Velus Jones with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Stop your whining. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. He's tired of you.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. to throw. Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing again is Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time. The slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Off the play fake, Mills. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Here we go. Mikey,
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly can...
And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A run up the middle with Mack. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while, because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Mills. He's able to find Melton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Play action now, Mills.
He's going to air one out.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Off the play fake, Fields.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And some space here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season as they have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Mills on first down.
Going deep downfield for Ross.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Play fake, Mills.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears their sack. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Give left side for Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Damian Pierce, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A 1st down throw for Mills.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is out of bounds here. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown Bears. Velus Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mills now. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This is Mack on the counter. And, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Velus Jones, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Rolling to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mills back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
All eyes on Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on second down. Mills. He's going to let it fly. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the but it will probably only matter to the statisticians.